Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to Ride Through on the Xbox One X. Now today I'm going to be doing like a little tutorial because the traction control on Ride 3 is bugged at the moment of time of recording. So as you can see, everything's turned off. Now there isn't any traction control settings in here, but anti-wheelie is, and we'll get onto anti-wheelie a little bit later. So everything's off in there. And we'll go and start a lap. So you notice bottom right hand corner traction control is set to off. So as you would expect, the traction control should be off, but when in actual fact, because it is bugged, it's not off at all. So you will see when I do this next lap that going around a few corners, you see you've got the three grey circles to the right of the speedometer. I saw one just flash there. That is the traction control light that comes on when traction control was kicking in. So yeah, there we go, it came on again there. So that is telling me that traction control is actually still on, despite the fact that you can see at the bottom it says it's off. And there has been a lot of people complaining about the assists in Ride 3, saying that traction control is never really off and stuff like that. And same with anti-wheelie as well, but like I said, we'll get onto anti-wheelie in a bit. So yeah, you will see the traction control light flash up every now and again, because traction control, despite being off, because it's bugged, it's still in fact on, which is why it's very difficult to lose the rear. Like, I'm on a super bike at the moment, and losing the rear isn't easy at all, to be fair. You can crack open the throttle and the rear doesn't come round. So we've just come to the end of the lap. Now, you might be wondering, like, if there's a way around it, and in fact there is. And what you have to do to actually fully turn traction control off is, when we get on the straight, you have to flick it up and flick it back down. So it went up to low and then went back down to off. And then we'll go through the first corner, crack open the throttle, round it comes, down we go. And you'll notice that the light didn't flash either. So now it's telling me that traction control is in fact turned off completely. So come out of there, crack the throttle open, round the rear comes, and down you go. So that is how you turn traction control off. Bear in mind though that it doesn't work when you're on the starting grid just before a race is about to start. If you flick it up and flick it down whilst you're still on the grid before the lights have gone out, that won't work, because I've noticed that when the lights go out, your traction control resets to what it was before you changed it. So you have to do it after the lights have gone out. So when the lights go out, just flick it up and flick it back down, and then it will be off for the duration of the race. It is a bit annoying because we have to do it every single race as well, because it's just annoying and bugged. So I'm hoping that they will fix it. Like I said, at time of recording, they haven't brought out an update yet. But if you're watching this in the future and they already have, you can pretty much ignore this video, because hopefully they would have sorted it by then. So yeah, there you go, rear comes round again. So it definitely makes the bigger bikes a bit more of a handful, especially coming out of slow corners and that, and trying to get on the power as early as possible. And coming around here, you have to be a bit more gentle as well, because the rear does try and come around. So I am going to try and do a whole lap with traction control off without crashing. So here we go. But yeah, you'd notice that in the last lap, that red light on the traction control symbol did not flash once. So it is completely turned off. So that is how you turn traction control fully off on Ride 3. Just flick it up and then flick it back down to off. And somehow that just seems to get around the bug in the system. But yeah, hopefully they will fix that pretty soon. So just going to try and do this lap without any traction control whatsoever. And yeah, it is something that when I've been playing career mode, I've noticed that some bikes just feel like the rear is glued to the ground, and that's because traction control wasn't actually properly off. So now I know, and now you guys know, that we can turn it off fully, and hopefully that will let you have a bit more fun with the bikes with slides and stuff like that. You just have to go careful not to overdo it, otherwise you will end up high-siding yourself. Right, we're coming around to finish this lap. And so far we haven't crashed on this lap, which is good. Through the final corner. And now we're going to talk about the anti-wheelie system, because loads of people keep saying it's impossible to flip a wheelie in Ride 3. And I'm just going to stop a minute and then we're going to set off. And because I don't think that anti-wheelie is actually properly broken, so it's off, and yeah, it definitely came up, but I had to stop because otherwise we would have gone off track. So I will try and flip a wheelie now. There we go. Yeah, you can flip wheelies, so yeah, flippable wheelies are possible. Yeah, so anti-wheelie, when it's off, it does seem to be off. I will actually go into the menu in a minute and change, just give it a quick flick like we do in traction control to see if that makes any difference. But I don't think it does really, so onto low, onto no. Then we'll try again and see if that has made any difference whatsoever. But yeah, wheelies are flippable. So we'll just stop a minute. And then we'll set off again. Front's coming up. And that's just me feathering the throttle to keep it down a bit. So yeah, the anti-wheelie does seem to work. I think it definitely varies from bike to bike, because I have had instances where it feels like it's not going to go all the way back. But yeah, with this bike anyway, it is possible to fully flip the bike by doing a big wheelie. So yeah, maybe they could still tweak the anti-wheelie to make it even easier to flip when you're doing wheelies, but I don't think it's as bugged as the traction control is. So that's what you've got to remember with traction control: just flick it up and flick it back down. And yeah, anti-wheelie seems to, when it's off, it does seem to be off for me, at least anyway. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!